Okay, so today is October 20th, 2023. Um, I want to tell you about another dream that I had in, I think it was May, if I'm not mistaken. Um, so it was in May, but I can't exactly remember which day. Um, so I had a dream that where I saw three pyramids in front of me, and the one in the middle was the biggest one, and then the two on the sides were a little bit smaller. And then it was almost like I was on a conveyor belt and I was moving backwards in reverse but slowly. And as I was moving backwards, I saw a woman. She had on a black cloak and she had on a black scarf, which was, it covered her head. This part, this section was open. This section of the scarf was just like hanging open. And she was she was very beautiful. She was white. She was fair in skin color. She had black hair, but she was like, she just had this beauty shining out of her. And in my spirit, in my dream, I felt that that was Mary. I immediately knew that was her. Um, and she had this soft voice, and she told me that she said, Jesus is coming soon. And then I moved back a little bit more, and I saw the silhouette of, in my spirit, it felt like it was an angel, okay? No wings or anything. It was a manly silhouette, but it was big. It was like big built. And that angel told me Jesus is coming soon. And I moved back a bit more. And then I saw an alarm clock, like the ones that you have on your bedside table with a digital time on, but it was like those olden days, those alarm clocks from back in the day. When it goes off, you have to knock it in order to put it off. Um, and the time on there was 0000, so it was midnight. And then just after I saw that, it was like a like a chocolate brown color. And just after I saw that, I felt this presence behind me, and it was Jesus, and he said, I am coming at the ninth hour. And I immediately knew it was him, because that was the second time I heard his voice. In my first dream that I heard his voice, that was on the 21st of May, when he confirmed to me after praying, he confirmed to me that he is coming soon. I immediately knew it was him, because his voice is just something, it's a voice that you have never heard before. It's deep, but it's calming, and it's loving, and it's warm. And just after I heard him say that, I woke up from my dream, but not physically. It was like I had a dream inside of my dream. So I woke up from my dream inside of my dream, and I was sitting up as I am now. My husband was sitting over here. I was sitting this side next to him, next to the window. And I told him I just had a dream where Jesus told me the time that is coming. And then I was sitting and I opened up my kids tab 4, which is the old one that I spoke about in my other videos. And I switched it on, and then all of a sudden I saw this woman sitting on it's like like a chair, a throne chair that a king usually sits on. It had gold and I'm not exactly sure what other colors, but she had on like a black cat suit, boob tube cat suit, but it was made from a soft leather. And she had black hair, but it was in a bob, in her up until her neck. Um, and she kind of reminded me about Nicki Minaj, but it wasn't. It was not Nicki Minaj. But she was also a rapper, and she started rapping. She and her team, her, I don't know what you call them, but they started rapping. But they started mocking Jesus, and I told my husband, um, "Look at them. Jesus just told me what time is coming, and now they're mocking Jesus because they know that their time is short. People's time is short." And it was like they were in a hurry to mislead people, and to draw them away from Jesus because they knew he's coming soon. So then I heard a commotion outside, and I looked out the window, and my husband's uncle was busy smoking a cigarette. And all of a sudden, I just saw him like just running after someone. But like in the cartoons, when the cartoon just suddenly runs away, it's almost like his silhouette, or the smoke is still, or the dust is still left behind. Um, so it was like that. So then I saw his uncle running after a guy, and he came around once, um, and the second time he came around, I saw that this guy had a gun in his side, like his jacket blew to the side, because he was running, and then I saw the gun. It was like a pistol, but it was a long pistol, almost like those olden ones that you play Russian roulette with, I think. And then the third time his uncle came around, he stopped. He didn't run after the guy. The guy actually went around the building again. But my husband's uncle came, and he knocked on our door, on our room door. And so my husband opened up the door. But I told my husband that this guy has a gun. So my husband already started getting dressed. And as his uncle knocked on the door, it was like he telepathically told us that this guy has a gun. So I heard him say it, but he didn't speak it. It's almost like he just, I don't know how to explain it. He spoke to my spirit, I could say. And then I told my husband, you know what, take a baseball bat, take it with you so that you can protect yourself. And he said, no, I don't need weapons. Um, and so I woke up as my husband went out the back door, because I actually told him that he must go out the back and the uncle goes through the front, so they can catch this guy. But then I woke up. And so tonight, while I was busy cooking, I had revelations. I never knew what this dream meant. Okay. I kind of started having revelation. Just this dream just popped up in my mind because I was busy watching another video, and I think something triggered this dream. But then I started having revelation about this dream, and um, so for me, as I understand it, the part where this woman was busy rapping, um, I don't know what it is that she was rapping, but she was a singer basically, and she was basically mocking Jesus because she knew that his time to come was very, very close. It was near, and they didn't have a lot of time left um, to mislead the world into darkness, or to lead them into darkness. So, um, I think the part where his uncle was running with a gun, That might have something to do with what is currently going on in Israel. Um, I'm not sure, but that could point to that. I mean, I had this dream in May. Um, all I know is that, well, my opinion, from looking around what is happening, from what Jesus have been showing me and showing my kids, he's coming soon. This is no joke. He's coming soon. And um, this woman and her team of singers, there was one guy with her, um, and the others were like backup dancers, like ladies. But she and this guy was like the main ones. But while she was the main one, he was like her right hand guy. Um, and he, as I saw, she was sitting on a throne. Um, as soon as I told my husband the time that Jesus was coming, he got up and he ran past her, past this throne chair that she was sitting on. Like he was in a rush to go somewhere, I don't know. And she started rapping, but she started rapping very fast, almost like she needed to get all of those words out before her breath ran out or something like that. That's the kind of feeling I got in my dream. She was in a hurry. So that's why I'm saying the devil knows that his time is short. He knows that his time is up, basically. Um, Jesus is coming for his church soon, and we need to be ready. We need to stay in prayer daily. We need to worship daily. We need to pray to God daily, speak to Him. We need to pray for or pray against this evil that is currently going on. Um, we need to ask God to show us what His plan is for us, what He wants us to do on a daily basis, what He wants us to pray for. We need to ask Him what is on His mind and on His heart. And just stay quiet and listen. Listen to His voice. If you don't, I mean, He doesn't speak to everyone in the same way. He speaks to me through scripture, through dreams, through visions, through time. He speaks to me through the clouds. Um, so, at times in the beginning of the year, my daughter used to get scriptures in her mind, and she used to come to me and ask, Mommy, is there a scripture like this? And I would search it up, and there was, and it with a few times it happened, it all pointed to the rapture. No joke. All the scriptures she got pointed to the rapture. So make sure that your heart is right with God. Prepare your home and prepare your family, and love on Jesus, because He loves you and He doesn't want any of His children to perish. So I hope this video blesses you. I hope it opens up the eyes of those who are blind to see and deaf to hear, and whose hearts have been turned to stone. I hope that it touches your heart, and I pray that God will turn your heart into a heart of flesh, so that you can turn back to Him. And for those who doesn't know Jesus, He's a loving God. Seek Him. That's what I started doing. I started seeking him and he started showing me things. And I never thought that I would be one of the people that he would pour his spirit out on and start showing me things, giving me warnings. But as he says in Acts 17 in the Bible, that in the last days he will start pouring out his spirit on all flesh. So if you want to know the truth, if you don't know him and you want to know whether he is really a loving God, whether he is alive, just ask. He will reveal himself to you. God bless.